In this best-selling t-shirt design course, we will work with Adobe Illustrator CC. CC means Creative Cloud. Right now, this is the latest Illustrator version. I already have installed Adobe Illustrator CC version on my computer. If you are using earlier version of Illustrator, then it is completely okay, because all of the tools and technique that we are going to teach in this course are same. But if you are completely new in this Adobe Illustrator software, then just simply download free trial, 7 days free trial of Illustrator. To do this, just open up your browser and in Google search for Adobe Illustrator CC 7 days free trial, then hit enter. After that, just open up the first link. Now here you can see Illustrator offers 7 days free trial. Just click on Start free trial and download the Adobe Illustrator CC installer version on your computer. And after that, just click on that file and install it. Actually, in this way you can easily work with Adobe Illustrator with 7 days free trial. Alright, so if you are completely new in this Adobe Illustrator software, then just go ahead and install the Adobe Illustrator 7 days free trial on your computer. From our next lecture, we will start creating our project. Hello my dear students, in this video I am going to show you how to create this exact same t-shirt design that you see on the screen right now. At first we download fonts, custom fonts from online, then we put some text and then create some shapes, and using some techniques we will design this exact same t-shirt design. So without any further delay, let's start it. At first I just simply open up Adobe Illustrator, and then to create a new project, or you may say create a new artboard, simply go to File, New, and this time I set width 4500 pixels and set height 5400 pixels. And in advanced options, I choose color mode CMYK color. Raster effect I choose 300 ppi, and preview mode. And preview mode I select default. And finally I just simply hit on create. So our artboard is just created. In our next lecture we will start designing our t-shirt. This time we downloaded a special font. To download any type of fonts, my favorite website is dafont.com. This time I choose horror category, and here you see a bunch of different horror related fonts are available, and all of these fonts are absolutely free for personal use. Let's say this time we download this Fist of Flesh BB font. To download this one, I just simply hit on download. Our downloading is now complete. Now I just open this up, and here you see the zip file of this font. Now I extract this and install the basic one. So our installing is now complete. Now to reload this font in Illustrator, we need to restart this project. But before this, I just simply save this project and type my file name, t-shirt design using font, and type file I choose AI and hit on save. Now I close this one and open this t-shirt design using font.ai file. Now I add a text on this blank artboard. To do this, from the left side, I select this text tool, and this time I type, but before this, I just simply set my text size 100, not 100, I set my text size in 300 pixels, and this time I type you slow you blow. Now I select this whole text block, and from this drop down menu I just simply search my font style, Fest of Flash BB font. And here it is. Now to play around with this text, I just simply convert this text into shape. To do this, at first I just simply navigate to the selection tool and go to type and select create outlines. Now this time I increase the width of this text block a little bit and rotate it a little bit more. Now to put all of this text all together, I just simply group them this word U. To do this, I just simply double click on this letter Y. After double click on this, I just press shift and select Y, O, U. And then I just click and move it down. Alright. In the same way, I just simply click Y and holding shift, I just simply select O and U and place it right here. And I just simply select B, holding shift, I select W, O and L and move it and place it right here. Alright, now I double click on this blank space and select everything, and holding shift and dragging on this corner, I just simply make this text size bigger. Alright, now I draw a lightning thunderbolt. To draw this shape, actually process is pretty simple. From the left side, select pen tool and then simply draw a lightning thunderbolt shape. Alright, now I navigate to the move selection tool and increase the width of the shape and set it right here. Now using this pen tool, I just simply draw another shape like this. Now I just make this shape bigger a little bit more, and then from swatches I set color sky. Now to add little curvy effect on this shape, I just simply select this pencil tool and after that hover over the mouse on the corner and click and draw a random curved line and close it here. Alright, so our shape is just created. In our next lecture, we will add a super cool effect on this text using this shape and some other techniques. Thank you so much for watching. Now I customize this shape a little bit more. But before this, I just simply go to Window and select Pathfinder and click on this little icon Unit. Alright, now I select Pen tool and draw a random curved line, and then I navigate to the selection tool and simply place it right here. And now I just right click on this, go to arrange and select send to back. Now I resize it a little bit more and place it right here. Now I select this thunderable shape and change this color from black to sky. And select stroke and set stroke color in black. And set stroke size in 20 pixels. Now I select everything and holding shift and dragging on this corner, I just simply make this bigger and set it in middle. Oh, I just forgot to add stroke on this shape. For adding stroke on this shape, simply select U shape and select stroke and set color. This time I choose black and stroke size in the same way like this thunderable shape. I choose stroke size in 20 pixels. Alright. Now to export this design with transparent background, simply go to File, Export and select Export As or Save for Web. Now to see everything on this previous screen, click on this drop down menu and click on Fit on Screen. And here it is, our design with transparent background. For this transparent background, make sure that you check this transparency option. And from this drop down menu, select PNG24 and set optimize file format PNG24. And under image size, here you see we can put our preferred width and height. This time I choose 4500 pixels and set height 5400 pixels. And finally, to save this design with transparent background, I just simply click on save, and this time I choose destination folder desktop and hit on save. So our processing is now complete, and here it is, our design with transparent background. Super cool, right? So in this way, you can easily create different type of amazing t-shirt design using only font and shapes. Thank you so much for watching. Hello my dear students, in this section of this course, I am going to show you how do you turn boring text-based design into this amazing colorful design. Excited, huh? See you in the next lecture. In this lecture, at first we create a new document and draw different type of shapes. To create a new document, simply hit on new and then type your width and height. This time I type width 10,000 pixels and set height 10,000 pixels. Alright, now I simply hit on create. Alright, now let's create different type of shapes. Now from the left side, I just simply click and hold on this icon and select pen tool. And then simply draw a line. And then from stroke, I just simply set this line width from 1 pixel to 10 pixels. Now to duplicate this line, simply select this line and then holding Alt, drag it to the right or down. Just place it anywhere you want. I just simply set it here and then select the second line and increase the width of this line. This time I set it in 30 pixels. Alright, now just simply select these two lines and click on this blend tool and then click on this point of this line and click the point of the second line. Alright, now simply double click on this blend tool and change spacing from smooth color to specified steps. And now I enable this preview and change this value from 1 to 30. Now I just increase the value of this, set it in 50 and hit on OK. Now to create wave shape, I just simply select this pen tool and draw a line like this and set width of this line 30 and select this pen tool again and then draw another line, and this time I set this line width in 15 pixels. Alright, now I select this line and go to Effect, Distort and Transform and select Zigzag. Check this preview and increase the value of this size. And change this value from points to smooth. Alright, now I hit on OK, and remember that you set the size in 91 pixels and radius per segment in 11. Alright, and then select this line, go to Effect, Distort and Transform, choose Zigzag, and points I change the value from corner to smooth and set size in 91 pixels and radius per segment I set it in 11. Now from the left side I select this blend tool again and click on this point of this line, curve actually. Now I select these two curved lines and then select the blend tool and select the point of this curve and select on this point. Alright, now I double click on this blend tool and change this value from smooth color to specified steps and change the value from 3 to 30. Let's see the preview. I just changed this value and set it in 25. Now this one seems to me perfect. Now I hit on OK. Now let's create another type of shape. This time I click and hold on this icon and select ellipse tool, and then I just simply holding shift, I just draw a circle like this. Now I just move it here and now select this ellipse tool again. Now I zoom this document a little bit more and then draw a little circle in middle. Now I select this big circle and change this width from 30 to 10 pixels. Now I simply select these two circles and select this blend tool and select this point and this point and double click on this and change this spacing and set it in specified steps and check this preview and change the value from 1 to 30. Let's increase this value. Let's type 60. Maybe 45 is good. Alright, now I hit on OK. Now I zoom out this document and fit it in this screen. And then let's create another type of shape. This time I select pen tool. Now I just simply draw a line like this, and then holding Alt I just copy this line and change this width from 10 to 30 pixels. Also change this first line width from 10 to 30 pixels. Now in middle, I just draw another line and set this width in just 5 pixels. Alright, now select this first vertical line and go to Effect, Distort and Transform, Zigzag and set it in smooth and increase the size and set this results per segment value in 25. Alright, now I hit on OK. Let's select this vertical line, go to Effect, Distort and Transform, Zigzag, set value same like the previous one, and choose the middle line, and in the same way go to Zigzag and set point in Smooth and hit on OK. Now select these three lines, click on this blend tool and simply select these points and then double click on it and change this value from smooth color to specified steps and change this value from 3 to 30. Let's set this in 60. Our shapes are ready. In our next lecture, we will create a new document and put some text and use the clipping mask. In our previous lecture, we just created our different type of shapes. Now to start designing t-shirt, let's create another blank document. To do this, hit on File, New, and this time I set width 4500 pixel and set height 5400 pixels. And now I finally hit on Create. Now from the layer panel, I just simply create a new layer, and from the left side I select this text tool and then simply type turn your owns to wisdom. But before that, I just increase this text size from 72 to 150. Now I type turn and select the selection tool, and holding shift I just make this bigger. Now from the left side I just simply select this type tool again and then simply type your, and using the selection tool I just make this bigger a little bit more and set this style in italic, and after that I select this text tool again and this time I type ons and change this style in regular. Now by holding shift I just simply make this bigger a little bit more. Now I change this style and set it in bold, and using the selection tool I just set it here and increase the size a little bit more. Also I just set this text block in bold. Alright, now I select this text tool and this time I type into and set style in regular. And finally, using this type tool I just simply type wisdom and make this bold, and holding shift and dragging on this corner I just make this bigger a little bit more. Alright, now just simply left click it and create outlines. Now using the selection tool, select this text block turn and then go to object, compound path and select make, and then from our first shape simply copy it and then paste it here, and after that simply go to object, arrange and bring this text block to font. Now select these both pattern and text and right click on this and select make clipping mask, and here it is. We just create our first word with pattern. Now let's put another pattern of this word owns. To do this, at first I just simply select this word and go to object. From this compound path I select make, and now I just simply copy this pattern and then simply paste it here, And after that, I just simply go to object, arrange and send it to back. And then I just select this pattern and text and right click on it and select make clipping mask. Awesome. Alright. In the same way, I just select word wisdom, go to object, and from this compound path I select make. This time I just delete this pattern and copy this and paste it here. And after that I just go to object, arrange and send it to back. Now I select this one and right click on it and make clipping mask. Actually, you can create different type of shapes using Adobe Illustrator. Possibilities are endless. And for this, using this technique, you will able to create your text-based design more interesting. I recommend you to play around with this and try to create different type of shapes. In our next lecture, we will try to make this design colorful and attractive. Thank you so much for watching. My dear students, in this video I am going to show you how do you turn this design more colorful and interesting. So without any further delay, let's start it. At first, I just simply zoom my artboard a little bit and then from the left side select the selection tool and holding Alt, I just simply drag it down to create a duplicate text block. Look, we just instantly add a super cool effect in this text block. In the same way, holding Alt, I just duplicate this text block here, and this time I don't change this word owns and into. And for this wisdom text block, holding Alt, I just simply duplicate it. Now this time I add two different lines under this wisdom word. To do this, simply click and hold on this icon and select rectangle tool. Then just simply draw a rectangle and then holding Alt, I just copy this and decrease the width of this line. Alright, now to add color in these text blocks, simply hover over your mouse on this text and then double click it and double click it again to see these grid lines. And to make this colorful, simply select stroke and change your stroke color. Or before this, you just simply select this group selection tool and select this line and change color from black to red. And select the first line of the shape and change this stroke color from black to magenta. Alright. Now I just double click on this blank space to hide this pattern. Now let's do the same thing for the back part of this word turn. I just navigate to the selection tool and just double click on it and click it here and select this group selection tool. And this time I change this stroke color from black to blue and select this line and change color from black to orange. Alright, now I just simply double click on this to hide the pattern. This time I navigate to the selection tool and select the font part of this text block here and then go to the gradient panel, and from this drop down menu I select gold dust and change the angle from 0 to 90 degree. Now I just double click on this word owns and then double click it, select this group selection tool and then click on this first circle, and after that from swatches select this stroke and change stroke color from black to green. And now select the last circle path and then change stroke color from black to this dark blue. Now I simply move it here and then simply double click on this blank space to hide this pattern. Now this time I select this into text block and from the swatches I select fill color and change color from black to magenta. Now I double click on this text wisdom and double click it and choose this group selection tool and select this part of this pattern and then change stroke color from black to red and I set transparency from 100 to 90. Now I just simply double click on this blank space to hide the pattern and then navigate to the selection tool and double click on this under text wisdom and select this group selection tool, select this path and change color from black to orange. Alright, and under these lines we make it black and then simply double click on this blank space to hide this pattern. And now I finally draw these two lines with different colors. To do this, at first I navigate to the selection tool, select this line and select this gradient panel and navigate to the stroke to fill and double click on this gradient slider and double click on it and change color from white to blue and change this gradient color from black to magenta. And this time I select this second line and double click on it and change color from blue to orange and change magenta color and set it in black. And yes, we are done. So in this way you can easily turn your any plain text to an awesome t-shirt design. Thank you so much for watching.